Are you able to? Can someone confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So yesterday we have discussed about the listener, and today I am jumping onto the topic response codes. So why we need to know the response codes and all in the coup. So whenever you have executed your script, okay. See, let me open the script which we have used yesterday. Listeners. Yeah. So now I am executing my test over here with a single user. Okay. For the single iteration, I am iterating. I am executing. Okay. So just click on the play button. See. So here the requests are executing here, and you can see here status code 200. Okay. Status code you can see is 200. So you can see status code 200. What is this? What is this status code and all? Okay, so how we can identify, so what is the code, what is the meaning of that particular code and all. Let me explain about the status codes. Okay, in the interview the people they will ask you about the status codes and all. I am getting 201 status code, so what is the meaning? I am getting 400 status code, what is the meaning of that? So like that the people they will ask you. Okay, so response codes. See, before going to enter into the response course, just I will tell you one brief, one story. Okay. So there I'll explain the things and all. Let us assume here one guy. Okay. This guy, and here we have one girl. Okay. So this guy, okay, this guy A. Okay, he is A, and she is B. Okay. So A is trying to send one letter to B. Okay, so A what he is doing? He is trying to send one letter to B. Okay, so if the letter is delivered to that B, okay, then the status code you can see as 100. Okay, here what we are doing, what A is doing, A is sending one letter to B. Okay, so if that particular letter is reached to B, so then we can see the status code as 100. Okay, so status code as 100. B is B is giving the response to your letter. Okay, so B is giving the response to your letter. Okay, your letter means for A. Okay, so B is responding to the letter which is received by A. Okay, so then you can see the status code as 200. That means you are getting the response from directly B. Okay, you are getting some response from B. See, B is not interested with A. Okay, what she is doing? She is informing to his family members, her family members. Okay, this is C. Okay, so she is not, B is not interested with A. So therefore, so A is, sorry, B is informing to C. Okay, now C is giving the response to you. Okay, C is giving the response to A. In such cases, we can see the response, that is redirected response we can see, and the status code is 300 something we can see. Okay, 300 series code. Why? Because you are not getting the response from directly B, you are getting the response from C. The response is redirected to C, and C is giving the response to A. Okay, డోంట్ బి కన్ఫ్యూజ్ ఎనీథింగ్, జస్ట్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ స్టోరీ. మీకు డైరెక్ట్గా చెప్తే అర్థం కాదని చెప్పి మీకు ఇలా చెప్తున్నాను. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ ద వే హౌ యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ ద స్టేటస్ కోడ్స్ అండ్ ఆల్. ఓకే, ఏ వాట్ హీ ఈస్ డూయింగ్, he is trying to write one letter, he is sending one letter to B. Okay, so B is received the letter, so then you can see status code as 100. Now whatever the letter she is received, B is received, so B is responding to that letter. Okay, that means you are getting the response from B. So therefore you can see the status code as 200. Okay, so B is not interested with A. Okay, whatever the letter A is written, that is not interested by B. So therefore B is redirecting her response through C. Okay, she is informed to his family or some other. Okay, informed to somebody. So therefore somebody is giving the response to A. So therefore A is received the response. That response is redirected response. In that scenarios, you can get 300 as the status code. Okay, so now A is continuously sending the request. Okay, so continuously sending the request to B. Okay, B is not at all responding. Okay, so continuously A is sending. Okay, so B is not responding. Why? Because already B is engaged with so and so guy. Okay, so B is already engaged with something called D. Okay, already B is engaged with D here. Okay, so B is engaged with D, so therefore she is not answering to you anything. Okay, so B is already engaged with D, so therefore she is not answering to anything to you. So therefore at that scenario you can see 500 series errors. 500. Okay, 500. The server is busy or the person is busy. Such kind of the status codes you can see. When you are trying continuously, you are trying to send the letters to B. Okay, the letters are receiving by B, but B is not responding to you. Okay, B is not responding to A. Why? Because B already engaged with so and so guy D here. So therefore she is not responding to A. So therefore you can get the status code as 500. Okay, so next you are trying to send one request here. Okay, you have sent one request. Okay, so that request is received by B. Okay, B is telling like you are not having authority to send the request and all. Okay, see, let me go with green. You send one request here. Okay, you shared one request. Request means letter. Okay, letter to B. ఏం చేశారు మీరు? You sent one letter to B. Okay, so B is telling like you do not have authority. Okay, ఏమని చెప్తా ఉంది ఇది? You do not have the authority అని చెప్తా ఉంది. So it is giving the response to A. It is giving the response to A and it is telling like you do not have authority. What it mean? Okay, authority లేదు నీకు అంటే సో ఏ ఏజ్ బి ఏజ్ కన్నా తక్కువ ఉండొచ్చు. ద ఏజ్ షుడ్ బిట్వీన్ ద ఏ అండ్ బి okay is less, or A is having upper caste or B is having lower caste something, or A is Hindu or B is Muslim, like that. Okay, so there are many criteria to reject your proposal. Okay, A proposal can be rejected by B because of many things. Okay, maybe the color issue, who knows? A is having low in color. Okay, so he is black in color and B is in white in color. So that's why B is not responding to you. So B is telling that you do not have that much of authority. You are not equal to me. So like that, she is replied. Okay, at the time, what you can see? You can see 400 series errors. Okay, 400 series errors you can get. So these and all are the main important status codes: 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Okay, so when you can get the 100 series over here? Whenever the request has been sent to B. So A is trying to send one request or one what we call one letter. So A is sending one letter to B. Okay, so that letter is received by B means, so you can get the status code as 100. Okay, so you can see the status code as 100. Okay, so B is responding to you. So whatever the letter he is received, to that letter he is responding to you. So therefore you are getting 200 status code. You got 200 status code. See, B is what she is doing? She is redirecting the response through C. Okay, she is not interested to give the response directly to you. So therefore she is interested to give the response through her family members. Okay, through her family member. Here the family member called C. Okay, so B is given the response to C. C is giving the response to A. So therefore here the response is redirected. At the time you can see 3 status codes. Okay, 300 series status codes you can see. And coming to coming to 500. Okay, so coming to 500, here A is continuously sending the request to B, but B is not responding. Why? Because already B is engaged by D. In such scenarios, you can see 500 as the status code, 500 series as the status code. And you have sent a request to B. Okay, you have sent one letter to B. So B is responding like you do not have that much equality to love. Okay, to respond. Why? Because due to color issue, due to height issue, due to educational issue, due to like equality, like rich and poor issue. Okay, so like region issue, who knows? So many things will be there. Okay, in such scenarios, you can see 400 series errors. Okay, సో నా ఈ సోదంతా ఎందుకు నేను డైరెక్ట్గా టెక్నికల్గా అయితే ఎలా చెప్పచ్చు అంటే సి దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ జే మీటర్ ఓకే సో దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ జే మీటర్ లెట్ మీ రైట్ ఓవర్ హియర్ A is assume your J meter, okay, and B is the server. B is server, okay, and C is one more server. Just a second. Okay, so B is the server. You are sending the request from JMeter to server. Okay, you are sending one request from JMeter to server. So your server received the request. Okay, whatever the request you are sending, like www.google.com, www.petstore.octopuff.com. See, what I am doing, pet store. I am launching one transaction here. I am doing one transaction. This is nothing but one request. Okay, I am clicking on the enter the store. That is nothing but one request I am doing. I am clicking on the fish. That is nothing but one request. That is nothing but one transaction. Okay, so whatever you are clicking over here. Okay, I am clicking on the angelfish. How you are getting the angelfish details over here? So that request will be initiated from the browser and that will be reached to the server, and server is giving the response. Okay, so this is the response which you are seeing here, that is written by your server. Okay, that's why you are seeing here. I'm going to click on this est-1. It is taking some time. Here you can see like loading, it will show and it is giving the response. Okay, so why is it is showing like loading and all? So whenever you have been clicked on that particular button, so what it is doing, it is initiating the request from the browser and it will be reached to, okay, so it will be reached to your server and server is giving the response to you. So that response you are seeing here. Okay, yeah, so yeah, you are getting the response and all. See, whenever you have initiated the request, if the request is received by server or reached to the server, then you can see the status code as 100. Okay, so whenever you have received the response from the server, then you can see the status code as 200. Okay, so in the JMeter, you are sending one request like enter the store, and you have received the response, right? You have received the response like this, right? So you have received the response and the status code you can see 200. Okay, status code you can see here 200. So you have received the response from the server. Next, okay, so you have initiated the request to B, and B, what is it is doing? It is redirecting your response. So that means whatever the response you are getting, that response is redirected response from other third party application or third party server. Okay, at the time you can see 300 series status codes you can see 300, 301, 302. So like that you can see whatever 30 series status codes you are seeing. So you can imagine that, you can fix that. Okay, so you are getting the what we are getting. So we are getting this redirected response. Okay, so whenever you do not have the authority to send the request and all, okay, you send one request to B and B is telling that like 400 series error it is throwing. So what it means, you do not have the authority to send the request. Let me show you. Okay, I am trying to access Facebook. Okay, I am trying to access the Facebook application. Okay, so I am entering invalid username and invalid password I am giving. So what it will throw? It will throw an exception saying that. Okay, it will throw an exception saying that. What it will say? Okay, so invalid credentials and all. Okay, so invalid credentials. See, it is throwing an exception. Okay, like the similar way you can get the exceptions like 400, 401, 402. Okay, so like that you can get the exceptions and all. Okay, so you can get the exceptions and all. Just try to understand the main theme behind the status code. 400 means authority kind of thing. 300 means redirected response. 100 means like the request sent successfully. 200 means response received successfully. 500 means the server is busy. Okay, you are trying to send the request to B. Okay, you are trying to send the request from JMeter to server. Your server is already busy. Okay, so your server is already busy. So therefore it is throwing the status code as 500. What it mean? Your server is busy, unable to process your request right now. That is the status codes. So in the interview, the people they will ask, okay, status codes. How many status codes you will know? Explain the status codes and all. Okay, so you have to explain the status codes. Don't explain the story. I am trying to send one letter to B. So don't explain like that. Okay, 100 is the response request sent successfully. 200 is response received successfully. 300 is redirected response. 400 is unauthorized one. 500 is internal server error. So like that you need to tell. In the material I have been included the status codes. Okay, so you just go through there. Okay, so here for your understanding purpose I have taken one story and I have explained you here. That's all. Okay, don't tell the story in the interview and all. Just remember what is 100, what is 200, what is 300, what is 400, what is 500 and all. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so any doubt so far from anybody regarding the response codes? If not, I can move to next topic.
Hello.
Yeah.
Codes that is responsible for only 100, 200 or any other number will be there. Up to 500 that is okay. So three some errors will be there 4001 like that 301. This type of error.
Sorry, Naid sir. There are many status codes and story behind of this is whenever you have received 200 series something codes like
Series. Okay.
series I am telling series codes.
Okay then.
Yeah. ఇంకా చాలా ఉన్నాయి అవన్నీ చెప్తే గుర్తు పెట్టుకోలేదు సార్ అందుకు చెప్
అలానే కాదు సిరీస్ అంటే ఓకే పర్టికులర్ నెంబర్ అయితే కాదు కదా
no series of codes I am telling.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually there are too many types of codes and all those and all not required. So whenever you are testing okay from the JMeter and all, so maximum we can see 100 you cannot see, not at all you cannot see. 200 series you can see, either 200 or 201 you can see. And coming to redirect response 302 you can see. And in the 400 series you can see 400, 401, 402, 403, 404. Coming to 500, 500, 502 you can see. Okay, so those and all things I will explain you whenever the time comes at there I will explain you. Here what I am telling, I am explaining about the theme of the response codes. 100 ante enti, 200 ante enti, 300 enti. That's all. So within a single shot మొత్తం చెప్పాను అనుకోండి మీకు అర్థం అవ్వదు అందుకని చెప్పడం లేదు. Anything from anybody? Yeah. So next topic is like the assertions. Okay, I am skipping this assertion now. After completion of this correlation, I will go with assertion. Okay, so assertion I am skipping now. So correlation, this is very important topic. After completing this correlation only, I can jump to this assertion. Okay. So correlation, why correlation is required? This is very important topic in the performance testing. So without knowing the correlation, you cannot become the performance tester. Okay, so correlation is very important topic. Without practicing also you cannot survive in IT industry. Okay, so very important correlation. So why we need to go for the correlation? Okay, so correlation is a concept so which can be used to handle the dynamic values which are generated by the server. Okay, before that what I will do, I will explain one story to you. Okay, so story is important here. See here, so we are going to bank to withdraw the money. Okay, so let us assume you are going to withdraw 10 lakhs of money from your bank. So what you will do? You will go to your bank, right? You will go to your bank. So you will take one withdrawal form and you can fill the data, your name, your account number. Okay, so these things and all you can fill, so and so things and all you can sign on it, and you can, okay, along with your passbook you can hand over that withdrawal form. And yeah, so withdrawal form along with your passbook you can hand over to the clerk. What he will verify? He will verify like your username is correct or not. So on the passbook whatever the person is present, the same particular person is present in the bank or not. Okay, so whatever the number you have been written, whatever the amount you are withdrawing, so that particular amount is present in the bank account or not. So he will verify these many things, and also he will verify the sign as well. The sign whatever you did on the withdrawal form, that is also correct or not. He will verify these many things, and he will give, okay, he will issue one token to you. Directly he do not give the money to you. Okay, he will issue one token to you. So you have to take the token and you go and sit somewhere else. Okay, after some time your cashier he will announce like token number something called. Okay, let us assume for you one token number 10 is issued. Okay, token number 10 has been issued to you. So therefore the cashier whenever he announces like token number 10, you will go and you can hand over the token to him and he will give the money. Okay, he do not ask how much money, okay, you are withdrawing and all. So directly he is putting 10 lakhs money in front of you and you are taking that and you are leaving from the bank. Okay, how that particular guy, who is this guy, cashier, he is aware about how much money you are withdrawing and all. Okay, how he will know? So back end what happens now? So your token number will be mapped with your account number. So whatever the token number issued by your clerk, okay, so that token number will be mapped with your account number. So therefore the cashier he will come to know about that money and all. So whenever you are giving the token to him, he will give the amount to you. So without asking anything and all. So what it means? So whenever you are trying to enter into the bank, okay, one token will be generated. Assume the token is generated at the beginning itself, whenever you are at the clerk itself. Okay, so he is given one token to you. So till you are going out from the bank, so till you will be with that same token. Whatever the token it is issued by clerk, okay, you are keeping the token with you until you have received the money from the who is this guy, clerk, no, not clerk, cashier. Okay, till that point of time you need to carry the token. Okay, so what it means? So each and every time whoever the guy is logged into the bank or entered into the bank, so each and every guy he can get one token. Okay, so that token system is unique system and the token is cannot be duplicated. So once one token is issued to any user, the same token cannot be issued at the same time. So let us assume two people they are entering into the bank and they are trying to withdrawing the money. So let us assume for the first person the clerk is issued token number 10. For the second person also he cannot issue same token number. Why? Because already the token number 10 is already inactive and that is already issued by you to the some other people, some other person, some other customer. So therefore at the same time, okay, so issuing the same token is not allowed. So that is duplicating token generation is not allowed. Okay, like the similar way here, whatever the application you are launching here, whatever the application you are performing, okay, so let me show you. Pet store. Okay, so I am launching this application. Okay, click on the enter the store. Okay, so click on the sign in. So whenever you have been clicked on the sign in, here one token will be generated. Okay, let me show you in some other browser. I'm using different browser. Why? Because okay, too many times I have been open that particular. Okay, click on the enter the store. Okay, so click on the sign in. See, whenever I have been clicked on the sign in, here you can see one token is generated. J session ID. You can see BOD double B 6 something something. One token is generated. Okay, if you want, you can check from your end as well. You can launch your petshop.octopub.com. So in your in your laptop or in your desktop or somewhere else, so you can see the session id will be generated like this. Okay, so each and every time this token it may vary, so for user to user the token it may change. Okay, so therefore this is the dynamic value, it may change every time, user to user it may vary, iteration to iteration it may vary. Okay, see coming back to our example, again I will go to the same example, bank example. So now you are in the bank, you have withdrawal 10 lakhs of money. Okay, after withdrawing 10 lakhs of money, again your family member, okay, somebody called you and asking you to draw one more 2 lakhs. Okay, to few more money, that is 2 lakhs they are asking to withdraw. Again you can go to the clerk. Okay, so you can hand over your slip along with the book and all. Okay, at that moment he can issue something else token. Already 10 ఇచ్చాను కదా, you can continue with the same 10, like that he do not allow you. Okay, he will give one more token to you. Okay, so what it mean, so whatever the iteration, whatever the user, whenever the user is updated or whenever the iteration is updated, the token it may change. So the token it may change for the user to user, for the iteration to iteration it may change. So therefore what we need to do, so we need to handle that kind of values. Why? Because so these are the values which are generated by the server. Okay, so we in the bank we are not taking the token, not token number 5, not token number 7, like that we are not demanding. The token numbers can be issued by who? By the bank people. Okay, here also these tokens can be generated by your server backend, it will be generated. So what you need to do, so we need to హ్యాండిల్ దిస్ డైనమిక్ వాల్యూస్. ఎందుకు హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి, దట్ ఈస్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. ఓకే, హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి బాగుంది, ఎందుకు హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి? ఓకే, సి యు ఆర్ రికార్డింగ్ వన్ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఓన్లీ. ఓకే, యు ఆర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ విత్ n number of users, but you are preparing only single script. Okay, single script we are using and we are iterating that script with multiple number of users. So therefore one script should iterate with n number of people. So to do that what we need to do, so we need to handle the dynamic values. So that concept we will call as a correlation. So without asking the question on the correlation, there is no interview. Okay, so this is very very important, okay, topic. So you need to concentrate on this. So correlation is a concept which can be used to handle the dynamic values which are written by the server. Okay, this is the definition. The people they will ask you to explain the correlation as well. Okay, so whatever I am telling now, so you need to explain the same thing in the interview. So correlation is a concept which can be used to handle the dynamic values which are written by the server. సర్వర్ నుంచి వచ్చిన వాల్యూస్ని మనం క్యాప్చర్ చేసే ప్రాసెస్ని ఏమంటాం, సో we will call as a correlation. Okay, why we need to do the correlation, that is the next question can be asked by your interviewer. Okay, so in the JMeter, okay, not only in the JMeter, whatever the tool it may be, so what we are doing, we are recording one script. Okay, so whenever you have recorded your script may contain the dynamic values. Okay, so that dynamic values we need to handle. So why? Because we have recorded the script with a single user and we are going to iterate that script with multiple number of users. Okay, so therefore what we need to do, so whatever the dynamic values are present in the script, we need to identify and we need to handle. So then only, so we can iterate that script with multiple number of users. If not, we cannot iterate it. Your script may fail. Okay, so this is a story you need to explain in the interview about the correlation. Okay, so how I can figure it out? Okay, how I can find what is the dynamic value? Okay, how I can find? Okay, so how I can resolve that issue? So that I am going to explain now. Okay, let me go with new script. Okay, so you know how to record the scripts and all, right? So right click on the test plan and add the non-test element HTTP test script recorder. So without having this, okay, you cannot record your script. And So without having the thread group in your where in your script, you cannot execute the test plan, or you cannot execute the script. Why? Because thread group is the place where you can configure the number of users and all. So therefore there should be a minimum one thread group in your test plan. So this is my test plan. In my test plan I have added one thread group over here. Okay, so go to your test script recorder, and before going to click on the start button, make sure the target controller you have been changed to either test plan test script recorder or test plan thread group. Okay, so always I am recommending to use the thread group. So test plan thread group and grouping. So click on this drop down and choose put each group in a new transaction controller. That is the best practice. Okay, so I am choosing these two as the best practice, and I am informing the same to you as well. And for the recording purpose, I am using Firefox. Let me launch my Firefox application browser. Yeah, so before going to jumping on to the website, let me explain one website over here. What is the website and all? So we are going now Orange HRM website. So this is the website open source demo orangehrmlive.com. So okay, so I have launched my application, and here you can see, so it is asking to login. So username and password both will be there here. You can see username and password. Username is admin and password is admin123. You can use the same statistics. Okay, same details you can use. Admin123 is the password. Then click on the login. Okay, whenever you have been clicked on the login, so you will be redirected to dashboard. Okay, you will be redirected to dashboard of Orange HRM. Okay, see, this is the simple portal which is related to the people management. Okay, so you can apply the leave. Okay, something you can fill your time sheet. You can apply. Okay, so you can assign the leave. You can see your leave management. Such kind of portal it may be. Okay, so human resource management orange. Okay, human resource management and all. You forget about this. What is the application and all? Okay, we can use this application for the recording purpose. Okay, I have launched my application, then logged into the application, and then logged out from the application. You can see welcome admin. Click over here and click on the logout. That's all. That is my scenario now. Scenario is launching the application. So then logged in, enter the username and password. Okay, so password, and then click on the login. So once you have been successfully logged into the application, so then logged out from the application. Okay, so click here right side top corner, you can see one icon. Click on that and click on the logout. So this is my scenario. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to record this scenario. Okay, so let me show you how you can record it and all. You are already aware how to record and all. Let me show you again. Okay, so go to your targeted browser, and before that go and initiate the recording from JMeter. Okay, just click on the start button. Click on the start button. See, root certificate is generated. Click on the OK. You are able to see this. What is this pop-up window? So what it means? Now the JMeter is ready to capture the recordings and all. Okay. So first enter the transaction name T01 underscore launch. Okay, so T01 underscore launch. So then, okay, so enter your application name open source demo orangehrmlive.com. Okay, so click on the enter. Okay, so click on the enter. First you need to enter the what transaction name here, and then only you need to perform the actions. Okay, so yeah, so we are landing on the open source demo orangehrmlive.com website. Yes, we have landed. Okay, so next, see, page load complete అయ్యే వరకు మీరు నెక్స్ట్ యాక్షన్ చేయకూడదు. See, you can see the reload option. Till then, so you need to wait. Okay, so next transaction T02 underscore login. Okay, so T02 underscore login I am giving, and enter the username as, okay, so admin admin, and the password is admin123 admin123. So just click on the login. Okay, we need to enter the transaction name and then only you need to perform the transaction. Okay, see, loading is completed. So now enter the transaction name T03 underscore logout. Okay, log out and go here, click on this welcome admin. Here you can see logout, click on the logout. Okay, yeah, so now click on the stop button to stop the recording. See, now I have stopped my recording. Okay, so where is my transactions all have been recorded? So those have been recorded in the thread group. Why in the thread group? You have chosen the target controller as a thread group, so therefore all the transactions will be recorded under the thread group. So right click, double click on that. Okay, you can see launch, login. Okay, so you can see launch, login, log out, whatever the transactions you have been performed, you can see here, see launch. Okay, so these many transactions have been recorded. Login. Okay, so login. Okay, log out, double click on the login, you can see these many transactions have been recorded. ఎందుకు రికార్డ్ అయ్యాయి ఇవన్నీ? ఓకే, ఎందుకు రికార్డ్ అయ్యాయి ఇవన్నీ? నేను ఇన్ని చేయలేదే, ఇన్ని రిక్వెస్ట్లు నేను చేయలేదు. ఓన్లీ లాంచ్ చేశాను, లాగిన్ చేశాను, లాగౌట్ చేశాను, మూడే కదా చేసింది. సో వై దీస్ మెనీ రిక్వెస్ట్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ రికార్డెడ్? ఓకే, లెట్ మీ టెల్ యూ. ఓకే, సి డాట్ సిఎస్ఎస్. Okay, dot css, dot js, dot css, dot js, dot js, dot png. Okay, so here you can see dot png files. Okay, dot png, dot gif. Okay, so those are all are the supporting files. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the page. To load this page, okay, there are many files will be loaded over here. Okay, so many files loaded will be loaded over here. See, I am launching. Okay, I am logged into the application. You can see many images are there. Here you can see icon, that is the image. Here you can see GIF. Okay, here this is the GIF format. You can see many text files, PDF file, images, CSS files, like that. Many files will be loaded. Okay, ఒక page load అవ్వాలంటే there are at the back end there are too many files will be loaded. Those and all things will be recorded in the JMeter. Okay, so where you can see that, so each and everything it will record as a HTTP request. Image, so one request will be recorded. GIF file, one request will be recorded. PDF, one request will be recorded. Okay, CSS, one request will be recorded. Text, one request will be recorded. So like that, for each and everything one request will be recorded in the JMeter. You can see here. So that's why you are seeing these many requests. Okay, see, you did only launch only. So we did only launch. Why these many requests are recorded? So those and all are the supporting files and all. Those are not required. You can filter it. Okay, so you can filter it. How you can filter? Let me show you. Okay, so you so before going to filter and all, I don't want to explain each and everything. Let me show you. Let me execute and let me show you why correlation is required. I will show you. Okay, I want to know what request I am sending to the server, what response I am getting from the server. So that's why I have added view results tree here. Okay, you know, right? Yesterday I have been explaining you about the listener. Okay, so listener, why we need to use what request we are sending to the server, what response we are getting from the server. So we should know. So that's why I have added the view results tree. So now click on the play button and see. Okay, so click on the play button and see what happens. Okay, so the request and all executing. Okay, see, see failure. Why it is failing? So just click on that one. Okay, so why it is failing? See, you got 400 status code. Okay, what it mean? You are sending some authorized kind of thing. You are sending some bad request. Okay, so you are sending some bad request, authority kind of things. You want to look into this particular thing. Okay, so ఎందుకు bad request వచ్చింది అంటే, whenever you have not correlated your script for the first time, you can see 400 series errors, like 400, 401, 402, 403, such kind of errors we can see. Okay, here we are getting the bad request. Why you can get the bad request? You have not correlated something. Okay, you are sending some duplicated items. Okay, so to your server. So that's why it is showing like bad request. Okay, so you just click on the response data and click on the response body. Instead of this text, enable browser so that you can see what is that issue and all. Okay, so by keeping text, you cannot identify what is the issue exactly. So therefore, I am going with the body, request body. Okay, response body. You come to scroll down here, you can see. So why CSRF token validation failed? See, request number 41 I have been clicked on. I have been clicked on the sample result, and here you are getting 400. Response code as 400 and response message it is giving like bad request. In the interview, the people they will ask you what is 400. Okay, so 400 means so we are getting the bad request. Okay, so why you are getting the bad request? So whenever you have been recorded your script, so without doing correlation and all, so just reply the script. So therefore, whatever the request it is failing, so there you can go and you can check, you can get the status code as 400 and it will show like bad request. What it mean? Whenever you have recorded your script may contain the dynamic value. See, CSRF token, you are able to see, right? CSRF token. Here you can see one number FSD something you can see. Okay, while recording, one token will be generated. So that token will be there in the script, and you are trying to pass the same same token again and again in the script. Okay, that is not correct. So therefore, duplicate token you are passing. So therefore, you are getting the response like CSRF token validation failed. Okay, that is a duplicate token. So once the token is expired, then you cannot take the same token again and again. That is not correct. So that's why you are saying the bad request and all. So therefore, what you need to do, you need to capture the fresh token and you need to pass the fresh token over here. Okay, always the user he has to iterate as a fresh user by taking the fresh token. ఓకే సో ఎలా చేయాలి దాన్ని అనేది చెప్తాను మీకు. ఓకే సి ఐ హ్యావ్ జస్ట్ ఇటరేటెడ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ జస్ట్ మై స్క్రిప్ట్. ఓకే సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫెయిలింగ్. ఎక్కడ ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది? హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫెయిల్డ్. ఓకే యూ జస్ట్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ దట్ వన్. ఓకే సో గో టు శాంపుల్ రిజల్ట్, చెక్ వాట్ రెస్పాన్స్ యూ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ 400. సో దెన్ definitely I can say that you are sending some unwanted data and all, some unauthorized data you are sending, some useless data you are sending, some data which is not important you are sending. Okay, see here token you are sending, this is already used by some other user, already used చేసుకున్న token you are sending, that is duplicate items you are sending, duplicate data you are sending. So therefore your server do not accept such kind of duplicate things and all. ఓకే నాకు ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది ఇక్కడే పోతుంది అని? సో గో టు రెస్పాన్స్, చెక్ ద రెస్పాన్స్ బాడీ, వాట్ యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ద రెస్పాన్స్ బాడీ, వాట్ యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ఇన్ ద రెస్పాన్స్ బాడీ. ఇన్ ద రెస్పాన్స్ బాడీ సి ద సర్వర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ థ్రోయింగ్ ద ఎక్సెప్షన్ సేయింగ్ దట్ CSRF token validation failed. What is this CSRF token? Where it is there? You can search for that in the request body. Go and click on the request, click on the request body. Here you can see CSRF token. Okay, so whatever the CSRF token here it is present like WEFSD something, so that you need to handle. Okay, I will tell you how you can handle and I'll clear the data. Okay, I am deleting this and all things again. I can record freshly. Okay, I don't want this. Okay, now I will tell you exact procedure, so which procedure we will follow in real time to do the correlation. Okay, see, so go to the test script recorder. Okay, go to the test script recorder, right click on it. Okay, and mouse over onto the ad and add a listener view results tree, and this will act as a recording time log. This is very important for the correlation purpose. Without having the recording time log, you cannot do the correlation in the real time. Okay, so therefore there should be the recording time log. So what I am doing here, I have right click on the test script recorder, mouse around to the ad, and I have added one view results tree. Okay, I have added view results tree and I have renamed it as a recording time log. Okay, so don't click on the test plan. Again I am saying don't click on the test plan. Here also you can see the listener. Don't add the view results tree like this. Okay, idi view results tree ne kada, idi view results tree na kada ante no. Okay, so that is not correct. Okay, so here right click on the HTTP test script recorder, mouse over onto the ad. Here you can see listener, add the view results tree. So whatever the view results tree you have been added to test script recorder, that will act as a recording time log. So this will act as a recording time log. Okay, so while recording, so whatever the transactions you are doing, whatever the request you are sending, whatever the response you are getting, so those requests and responses will be recorded in this view results tree. I will show you. Okay, so now go and record your script. Okay, record చేయక ముందే, so you have to make sure that you have to add it this view results tree. ఓకే, సో టు ద టెస్ట్ స్క్రిప్ట్ రికార్డర్. రికార్డ్ చేసిన తర్వాత కాదు యాడ్ చేయాల్సింది, రికార్డ్ చేయకముందే. సో యూ నీడ్ టు యాడ్ దిస్ వ్యూ రిజల్ట్స్ ట్రీ టు ద test script recorder. Okay, so now just click on the start button. Okay, so click on the start button. Okay, so click on OK. So pop-up window we have. Yes, now so give the transaction name T01. Okay, so T01 underscore launch. Okay, so then launch your transaction. Okay, so perform your transaction. This is my URL. I am launching my application now. See, launching is done. So next what I am doing, I am login to my application T02 underscore login. Okay, so enter the username as admin and password as admin123, admin123, and just click on the login. Okay, so click on the login. Once the login transaction is completed, so then what you can do, okay, enter T03 as a transaction name, T03 logout, and then perform the logout transaction. Click on this welcome admin, click on the logout. Okay, so click on the logout. So now the recording is done. Just click on the stop button. That's all. Now go to your JMeter and double click on the thread group. Okay, see, you have been recorded. Click on the view results tree recording time log. See, click on the view results tree recording time log. You can see the logs and all. Okay, these are all the logs which is present now. See, launch. Okay, login. Okay, so log out. You can see the statistics and all. Okay, so ఏం రెస్పాన్స్ వచ్చింది ఏంటి అన్ని మీరు ఇక్కడ చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. లాంచ్. Okay, click on the response data, click on the response body, go with browser. Here also go with browser. రికార్డ్ చేసినప్పుడు మీకు ఏమొచ్చింది, సో దట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ యూ కెన్ చెక్ ఓవర్ హియర్. సి, లెట్ మీ షో యూ. లాంచ్ చేసినప్పుడు మీకు ఇదేనా వచ్చింది. ఓకే, సి, లాగిన్ ప్యానల్, యూజర్ నేమ్, పాస్వర్డ్, లాగిన్. లెట్ మీ షో యూ నీడ్ టు కొరిలేట్ దిస్ వన్. ఓకే, సో క్లిక్ ఆన్ లాగౌట్. See, whenever you have launched your Orange HRM, you can see the same thing, right? Login panel, username, password, login, forget username, okay? Forget password. Same thing you can see. Login panel, username, password, login button, forget user password. See, the same thing you can see. Launch అయినప్పుడు రికార్డ్ చేసింది. Next coming to login. Okay, so click on the login. This one. Okay, click on the login dashboard. Click on the dashboard. See, you are seeing about. Okay, so you are seeing about. Okay, about admin. Okay, so admin, PIM, leave, time. Okay, requirement, my info, dashboard, assignee leave, leave list, time sheet, apply leave, my leave, everything you can see. Here also we will go. Okay, so enter the admin as a username and the password is admin123, and then click on the login. Whatever you are seeing here, assignee leave, leave list, okay, time sheet, apply leave, my leave, time sheet, admin, PIM, leave, everything you can see here. Okay, so everything you can see here. See, assignee leave, leave list, time sheet, apply leave, my leave. So okay, dashboard, directory, mainframe, my info, requirement, time, okay, leave, PIM. So everything you can see. Whenever you have been clicked on the logout, you can see you will be redirected to again login page. See, this is the login page where you can see logout item. Okay, so this is the recording time log. Whenever you have been recorded your script, so the logs will be generated over here. How you have generated these logs and all, you have added, I have added the view results tree to the test script recorder. Okay, right click on the test script recorder, mouse over onto the add. Here you can see listener. I have added the view results tree, and that it will act like a recording time log. ఎప్పుడు మీరు యాడ్ చేయాలి అది బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు రికార్డ్ యువర్ స్క్రిప్ట్. ఓకే, యూ హ్యావ్ టు యాడ్ దిస్ వ్యూ రిజల్ట్స్ ట్రీ, అంతే తప్ప రికార్డ్ చేసిన తర్వాత యాడ్ చేస్తే ఉండదు. ఓకే, సో యా, సో నౌ రైట్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద థ్రెడ్ గ్రూప్, యాడ్ ద లిసనర్. నౌ యాడ్ వన్ మోర్ లిసనర్, వ్యూ రిజల్ట్స్ ట్రీ. దిస్ ఈస్ ద రిప్లై టైమ్ లాగ్. ఓకే, రిప్లై టైమ్ లాగ్. I have renamed it as reply time log view result tree, and this is the recording time log. Before going to record, we need to add this view results tree. Okay, after recording, I have added view results tree over here. Next. So now, once the recording is done, you need to filter your script. Okay, I need to filter my script. So step by step, we need to filter. Double click on this and click on the request. Click on the HTTP request. So how I can filter? ఎలా ఫిల్టర్ చేయాలి, విచ్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఈజ్ రిలేటెడ్ టు మై అప్లికేషన్, సో విచ్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ రిలేటెడ్ టు మై అప్లికేషన్. సో ఎందుకు మనం రికార్డ్ చేసింది ఓన్లీ ఓపెన్ సోర్సే కదా, సో వై ద రిమైనింగ్, ఐ మీన్ ద ఎక్స్ట్రా రిక్వెస్ట్ అండ్ ఆల్ రికార్డింగ్. Okay, so this is the what we call the browser. Okay, this is the browser. So backend, okay, so backend few plugins will be ran. Okay, run అవుతా ఉంటాయి. So why? Because whenever you are having the internet and all, so backend few plugins it may run. Who knows? So therefore we need to figure it out. We need to find out so which request is related to our application. So which request is not related to our application. So whatever the requests which are not related to our application, you can delete those requests. Okay, here you can see my application is open source demo orangehrmlive.com. So now I need to search for that in the server name. Server name lo orangehrm unte I need to keep that request as that request in the script. If not, I can delete it. Okay, you can see content signature, this is not required. Click on the next request, content signature, this is not required. So what I can do, I can delete these two. Okay, delete it. So next transaction controller, click on the first request, you can see content signature something, content signature something. So these two are not required, you can delete. Okay, so like this you can delete. So click on the launch, click on the launch. Here you can see open source demo, so this is required. Why? Because our application is open source application. Open source demo orangehrmlive.com. So therefore the server name is same here, right? So this is required. Next, click on the login. Click on this one. See get pocket. You can see get pocket cdn mozilla.net. That is not required. That is not at all related to our application. You can delete that request. Okay, so you can delete this request. Not there. You can delete over here. Okay. So next, click on the login. Okay, click on the login. See Firefox settings.services.mozilla.com. So not required. You can click on the request and click on the delete. Okay, so click on the next request. Open source demo, it is required. Okay, so open source demo, it is also required. So next, open source demo, open source demo. Okay, open source demo, it is required. Click on the logout. Okay, open source demo, open source demo. See, so these are all required. So why? Because the server name we need to see, server name that is related to our application, open source demo orangehrmlive.com. So that is required. Okay, so this is how you can filter your scripts. And also defilter we need to do. Defilter means you need to identify whether is there any JS files are recorded, or CSS files are recorded, or PDF is recorded, or text is recorded. So what you can do, those files and all you can delete. Okay, I will give you that so that extensions and all what you can delete and all. Okay, so నేను మీకు వాట్సాప్లో షేర్ చేస్తాను, you can follow that one. Okay, so what and all things you can delete, JS files you can delete, CSS files you can delete, PNG you can delete, PDF you can delete, .ico you can delete, .gif you can delete, .pdf you can delete, .doc you can delete. So these many files will be there, these many extensions will be there which you can ignore from your script and all. Okay, so from the beginning we can see. Okay, so ఎలా చూడాలి నేను .js లేకపోతే ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ ఎక్కడ అంటే in the path you need to identify. In the path here you can see there is no .gif, there is no .something related kind of things, you can ignore it. Okay, click on the next request. Here also you can see there is no .gif, there is no .something anything, you can ignore it. Click on the next request. Here also we do not have any related something and all, you can ignore it. Click on the next request, there is no. Click on the next request, there is no extension. Click on the next request. Here you can see at the end you can see .js. Okay, so this is not required. Okay, so this is the supporting file. What you can do, you can delete this one. Okay, so delete this one. That's all. This is how you can filter. Okay, I will give you what and all things you can filter your from your script and all. Okay, so you can delete. So these two, it is not having any request here. Okay, You forget about this transaction controller, what is this and all. So going forward you will come to know about that. Okay. Yeah. So launch. Okay. So launch, then login. Okay. So next log out. So you can see here the requests have been recorded like this. So now click on the view results tree, just click on the play button and see how your script is working. So just we have recorded our script and just filtering is done. That's all. Okay. Filtering ayindante. See, some request it is passing, some request it is failing. Okay, what you need to do, go with browser instead of text, go with browser. Okay, enable the browser. Okay, click on the launch 89 and click on the response data, click on the response body and see what response you are getting over here, what response you got. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to compare this response. Okay, reply time log response we need to compare with recording time log response. Click on the recording time log, same request, whatever the request you are seeing here, the response you are seeing here. Okay, launch 89, last time it చూడొచ్చు, 89 will be there. So go to recording time log, here also you can search for the 89. So where is 89? This is the 89 and see what response you got over here. The same response వచ్చిందా లేదా, we need to verify. See, username, password, login panel, go to reply time log. So username, okay, password, login, forget username. See, you are getting the expected response, whatever you got while recording, the same response you are getting over here. Okay, see, recording time log, 89th request and response I am validating, and here in the reply time log also 89. Okay, response data, response body, see whether both are same or not. So both are same. Okay, so 89 is working fine. Okay, so next 92. Here this is the transaction controller name, you can ignore it, T01 underscore launch. There is no transaction number here, like 89, 90, 91 ilaga number లేదు చూడండి, you can ignore it, no problem. Okay, next click on the 92, next request is 92. Okay, in the 92 request response you can see CRF validation failed. Okay, now you go and verify for that particular 92 what response you have been received while recording. Okay, reply time లో ఏమో మీకు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది, రికార్డింగ్ టైంలో ఏమొచ్చింది. సి 92 is the request number, right? So go to recording time log and click on the 92. Here you can see there is empty. Okay, it is loading. Yes, we need to wait for that. See, you can see here there is no such kind of exception here. Okay, so such kind of exception we do not have here. See, చూడండి. Okay, there is no exception here. But coming to same 92 request in the reply time log, so what you are seeing here, CSRF token validation failed. Okay, so here there is a issue. This is the way how you need to correlate your recording time log and reply time log to drill down the value, to drill down the correlation issue. Okay, correlation ఈ లాగ్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది మనం. So here the 92 request got failed, so therefore okay, so we are going with the response body and verify what response you are getting here. CSRF token validation failed. You go here in the recording time log and search for the response for the same transaction 92. Here you are not getting any what we call any validation checks and all, any failures and all. Okay, ikkada manaku levu ante here we are missing something. Okay, in the reply time log here we are missing something. What you are missing? CSRF token we are missing. Okay, so where that CSRF token is present, now you need to search for the CSRF token in the failed request only. ఏ రిక్వెస్ట్లో అయితే ఫెయిల్ అయిందో, సో దేర్ ఓన్లీ యూ నీడ్ టు సర్చ్ ఫర్ ది CSRF token. Okay, so click on the request and click on the request body and check over here CSRF token ఉందా లేదా. Okay, we need to check it out. Here you can see CSRF token, it is present over here and equal to, you can see, right, CSRF token equal to, this is the number CDC. Okay, CDC38F948 something, that is the token. Okay, so this token, okay, is generated at the time of recording. Okay, you copy this token till this one un symbol ఉంది కదా, అక్కడ దాకా మీరు కాపీ చేసుకోండి, except that un symbol, copy this token. Okay, so from where you need to copy that particular token, you need to copy from the failed transaction. Okay, from the failed transaction I have copied the token and go to recording time log and search for that token in the recording time log. Recording time log lo search cheyali. Okay, here I have pasted and just click on the search button. Okay, see, it is highlighting in 89 request. Okay, it is highlighting in 89th request. So now go to browser, go to text instead of browser, go to text, click on the 89 and here search for that particular token, same token, click on the find. You can see here the token is generating. Okay, so that token is generating in 89th request and that is passing in the request number 92 here. In the request number 92, it is passing. So what we need to do, whatever the token it is generating in the request number 89, that you need to capture. Okay, so that you need to capture. So if not, you cannot handle this dynamic values. మీకు ఎప్పుడు రిక్వెస్ట్ అనేది ఫెయిల్ అవుతానే ఉంటుంది హ్యాండిల్ చేయకపోతే. ఎలా హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తాము? Okay, how I can handle that particular dynamic value? So that is called correlation. Okay, so that is the biggest story behind that correlation topic. Okay, so what I did, so whatever the transaction it is failing, so that I have searched for the response. Okay, searched for the CSRF token in the request body. Okay, in the request I have searched for the CSRF token and here we are getting the CSRF token. I have copied the token from here. Okay, I have copied the token from here. Okay, I am searching for that in the recording time log. ఎందుకు రికార్డింగ్ టైం లాగ్లోనే సెర్చ్ చేయాలి అంటే వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ హ్యావ్ బీన్ రికార్డెడ్ యువర్ JMeter script, so at that time the token is generated by the server and that is captured by your JMeter. So therefore, so that will be there in the recording time log. So recording time log లో ఎక్కడ ఉంది అని ఎలా సెర్చ్ చేస్తావు? Here you have the search field, right? Here you have the search field. Here you need to paste over your token and click on the search button. Okay, here you can see 89th request is highlighted. 89th request is highlighted in red in color. So in this particular request, that particular value is present. So what you can do, click on the response data, click on the response body and search for the dynamic value in the response body. Click on the find. Okay, see, so in the response you are getting the CSRF token. So from here you need to fetch the CSRF token. ఇక్కడ నుంచి మీరు fetch చేయాలి. Okay, so ఇది dynamic value ని ఇక్కడ నుంచి fetch చేయాలి and whatever the value you have been fetched from here and that you need to pass in the here in request number 92. Request number 92 లో మనం పాస్ చేయాలి. So that is called correlation. So correlation is a concept which is used to handle the dynamic values which are written by the server. So that means from the server, so we are capturing the values and we are passing in the request body. Okay, so that is correlation topic. Okay, this is very very important. So మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయను అంటే మీకు రాదు. ఓకే, ఏదో విన్నాను నేను కొంచెం అర్థమైంది అర్థం కాలేదు అంటే అసలు రాదు మీకు. You need to see the video again and again. You need to practice from your end. Then only you can get the things and all. If not, you cannot. Okay, still I have not completed the correlation topic. Okay, so just I have showed you so why the error is coming, how to handle that error. Okay, so error ఎలా వస్తుంది, ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది, so up to there only we have been discussed so far. Still I need to capture this dynamic value. How I can capture and all tomorrow I'll explain. It will take almost 20 to 25 minutes time to explain this and all. Okay, so tomorrow I will show you how you can remove this error from here. ఎలా రిమూవ్ చేయొచ్చు, ఓకే, ఎర్రర్ లేకుండా ఎలా చేయొచ్చు, how I can handle this dynamic value. So those and all things tomorrow I'll explain. Why? Because I don't want to extend one more half an hour. So if you feel that you are able to continue, so that I can take forward this session. The people, they do not have the patience and all. See, I am seeing only eight people only here. Okay, they do not have the seriousness and all. Simply they are joining and they are dropping. I don't know why and all. Okay, so leave it. So I don't want. See, that is your future. I don't want to comment on anybody. I don't want to comment. Okay, so let them enjoy. Yeah, so whatever I have been explained so far, please go through the video one more time, so that this is very 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 critical topic. Okay, so within the single shot you cannot understand anything. Okay, so again watch the same video. మళ్ళీ చూడండి ఈ వీడియో, మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, అప్పుడే మీకు కొరిలేషన్ అంటే ఏంటో అర్థమవుతుంది. ఓకే, కొరిలేషన్ మీకు రాలేదంటే రేపొద్దున మీరు ఏమీ చేయలేరు పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్టింగ్లో. ఏమీ చేయలేరు. ఐ కెన్ సే వెరీ స్ట్రాంగ్లీ. ఓకే, పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్టింగ్లో మీరు ఏమీ చేయలేము మనం. ఓకే, కాబట్టి గోత్రూ అవ్వండి, గోత్రూ అయితేనే మీకు వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి, చెప్తాను. ఓకే, సో లేదంటే టుమారో అగైన్ సేమ్ టైం 8 AM విల్ మీట్ అగైన్. ఓకే, సో కొరిలేషన్ టాపిక్ ఇంకా అవ్వలేదు. సో టుమారో ఆల్సో ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ వన్ మోర్ టైమ్. సో వై బికాస్ దిస్ ఈజ్ వెరీ వెరీ క్రిటికల్ టాపిక్. మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తానని చెప్పి మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయకుండా ఉండద్దు. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, దెన్ ఓన్లీ విల్ కమ్ టు నో అబౌట్ ద కొరిలేషన్ అండ్ ఆల్. వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇన్ ద ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఆల్సో మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్ అడగకుండా ఉండదు. కొరిలేషన్ ఖచ్చితంగా పక్కాగా క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుంది దీని మీద. ఓకే, సో కీప్ దాట్ ఇన్ యువర్ మైండ్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ ప్రాక్టీస్ అకార్డింగ్ టు దట్. Yeah, anything from anybody you can ask. I'm stopping here.